Oh, hey, hi, hello. We are here. We have the full cast this week. Eva, welcome back. Uh, mic check, mic check. Oh, hello. Welcome on in. New overlay, who this? We're in the process of getting it fixed up for you guys, though, so I do appreciate all of the patience. Um, you won't see them, but we're going to go around the room and introduce who is going to be playing who, but maybe you'll recognize their voices. We'll go ahead and start with the one, the only Warren.
Hi, I'm Warren. I am playing Lucas, unless Bruce surprises us and has another Carter scene. He is a pretty much clanless kindred who really just gets by on being ridiculously good looking.
Mm, it's a good quality one. Next up, we have Hannah.
Hey, I'm Hannah, playing Eva Hill, the Bruja, and I just like to mess shit up most of the time. Not on purpose.
Well,
Sometimes.
sometimes on purpose.
Most of the time, not though.
Uh, Next up, we have Justin.
Hi, I'm Justin. I'm playing Dimitri the Ventru and budding small film creator. Putting this whole thing together, hoping this is going to go, to Cannes. So these guys' sacrifices will not be in vain.
Yeah, I would never have expected uh, this tabletop game to turn into a good old fashioned uh, tabletop movie studio maker. It was not on my just not expecting it. It's interesting to say the least. And then last but not least, we have Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'm playing Claudius B. Wellington, the Hakata. Which is weird to say. I'm so used to saying not Hakata. Um, an eclectic type, an eccentric type, and other words for what the hell is wrong with that guy. But yeah, it's a good time. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Long time listener, first time caller.
I think that is false, but I appreciate you being here nonetheless. So, as we do, we're going to go ahead and head into a sweet recap as we go into tonight's episode titled Lights, Camera, Bloodshed. As you guys have tried to figure out the best way to infiltrate this establishment and trying to find your mark, you guys have decided to make a movie to send to them to go ahead and uh, intimidate them, blackmail, and just overall hurt business on this individual and make them think that the Second Inquisition is onto them and everything that he has built here in Boston. Um, as you guys got your ruse put together, you guys have made it to a top where, thanks to Lucas and the oh great power of discipline, of just telling people what to do and them happily doing it because they're unprepared mortals. Uh, you guys were able to go ahead and be let into this space where you guys were able to begin getting ready to start filming. Uh, the two individuals are all dressed up in their Second Inquisition gear, where Claudius and Lucas both were able to tell that this was absolutely true Second Inquisition gear, not just stuff that was made up on the fly. And that's sort of where we're picking up right now. Is cameras are getting ready to start rolling.
Okay, we run through a couple times so you understand choreography. Okay? So come over here. I'll kind of move them over to the side and get the laptop set up. Okay, so you guys are here, like looking down this way. Okay? So you're bad guys. Then suddenly the door flies open. You turn that way. You point guns. Don't worry, we put the special effects in after. You act like you're shooting at door. Then I'm going to come up over the side of the ledge of the building and I'm going to jump on you. I'll point at, the first guy. And I'll start acting like I'm biting on you and ripping at you and trying to kill you. And you'll scream and you'll drop your weapon and you'll fall to the ground. It's all good. Meanwhile, you'll drop your rifle and pull sidearm and start shooting at me, okay? But once again, all in post, no real bullets, no real bang bang. We're also not using blanks because it's loud. We don't want to attract too much attention. It's a guerrilla thing. So while you shooting at me, then Eva here, she's going to come charging out of the stairwell and jump on you and eat you, okay? And then from there, we have Hero Vampire come in, and he's going to rush in and start fighting us, and you guys at that point just lay on the ground and pretend to be dead.
Yeah, that sounds good. And the guy the other one just sort of nods.
Okay, so we'll do this slow. We'll do a couple slow, just to make sure everybody's on board. You know your marks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hang off the side of the building. Don't worry, I've got harness. It's cool. Claudius. No. What is your name? What do you remember? What name I gave you?
I honestly do not.
That was
But-
Baron Joshua that you gave.
That's
That
right.
is what it was.
Baron Joshua. You have notes to give?
Yes. Full again, General Grievous skulking across to the group here. Just, now, please do pay in mind that we have a very limited amount of film, so the fewer takes this takes to get done, the higher stakes that you get paid. Agreed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent, thank you. Now, again, as my associate so clearly said, no real bullets. Acting is all we need. Everything will be done post-production. Now, do what you need to get ready, stretch, whatever it is you do.
Okay, we do one cold run through. We see how it go. Okay, Eva, take your position. Baron Joshua, wherever you think camera going to be set up. Our hero, why don't you go down a couple steps in the stairwell, and I'll go ahead and get clipped in and be ready. And then you guys, whenever Baron Joshua yells action, we just start going. Okay?
I'm gonna
I'll
go.
climb over the edge of the building and just kind of hang on.
Are you using any sort of powers to make sure that you are able to hang on easily?
Well, I'm not gonna like fully go over. I'll keep my arms like on the ledge,
Yeah.
since we're not shooting yet.
Of course. Okay.
Set. I'll yell that.
Excellent. I'm kind of looking around. As soon as everybody's good, I'll just go, cold run, action.
Door flies open.
And they
And,
go ahead and
I'll call out all the spots that need to happen because we're doing a dry run.
Yeah, I'll come up over the ledge slowly and jump off on the guy like really slowly and carefully and grab him and be like and act like I'm gonna bite him, and that whole thing. Then we're gonna fall to the ground. Hopefully the guy remembers his mark to drop his rifle and pull his pistol.
he does. It's all
Nice.
literally Perfect. You could definitely tell they have experience in this sort of work. So easy enough to follow through with everything that you have given them of and they, like I said, they are very much capable actors that have responded to your call, or to your post, I should say. But they go ahead and follow through 100%.
Okay, so when we do this for, when we get the camera set and we're ready to go, realize it's going to be a lot faster. So things, I'm going to try not to be too rough, but we have to make it look real, right? We got to really sell this.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay. So I'm gonna stretch and go talk to, Eva and my other, people. We'll make sure everything's set, and then we'll get ready to go, okay?
Yeah, I think so. And they go ahead and start limbering up as well.
I'll kind of gather the group around. Okay, so just real quick. The Can any of you like tell if they're supernatural in any way? Just,
No. I mean, I knew
Don't
someone who
seem
could at one
supernatural.
point.
huh? I know they don't, but I mean, would you like know a lichen if you walk up to one on the street?
No, probably not.
Precisely, and I don't want to bite one of those guys.
There's
That
like
could
a
get
top.
very ugly.
Yes. Also, question. Point of order, rather. The plan was to make sure that they do not leave here living, correct?
Yes, yeah. The shoot is going to be very real.
Okay. Well, just making sure I didn't want to be promising more money than I had.
Oh, and make sure the camera is rolling because we do need this footage.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the most important part. The camera has to roll. We get one shot. No lens cap on, no nothing.
Oops. They were all dead, but we need to run it again. Everybody wake up. Back to one.
So, Eva,
We can burn
don't wait for the cue necessarily because I think the guy's real screams might really freak the other dude out. So pretty much when I'm on his back, you come out of the door and kill the other guy, okay?
Yep, you got it, boss.
You get your ski mask, put the ski mask on.
Sure.
I'll put my ski mask on.
As you should.
We're thug vampires.
Of course, of course.
We're just goons. All right, you guys ready?
They just big thumbs
Alright.
up in the air.
Okay. Everybody get set.
Hold on, I'm adjusting the lighting. And I'm gonna be putting like butcher paper over some of the lights to help create a better lighting scheme for the room, so we can make sure that we really get the shot.
I'll walk
lighting
over to
for
the
our
ledge.
camcorder.
Yes.
It's the little light that's built into the top of the camera.
Yeah.
It's got some
Yeah,
like
I crafted like paper
Some
around it
butcher
to really
paper.
focus.
Lucas is like holding his cell phone up.
Yeah. Thank you, hero. I appreciate it.
I'll
Okay.
walk over to the ledge and kind of look over, and I will go ahead and do lethal body and just kind of poke my fingers through the brick, so I've got some handholds, and then I'll go over and stick my fingers in and kind of hold on, waiting for my cue.
Of course. What could
One more time,
possibly...
Claudius. What?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
Nope. Go ahead.
I'll say Claudius one more time. What's my job here?
You're the hero. I believe you're coming upstairs and they're going to be shooting at you as to not be paying attention to when our other two friends pounce upon their back. Then cause...
Okay, do I have any lines? I feel like I should have some lines.
Try something cool, like when you show up, like, school's out, you bitch. Or maybe, hmm. 'Cause, It sucks when you're stuck on your. No, that's a bad one too. I don't know. Be cool. You're cooler than I am. Be cool.
Holy cow.
Set.
Sounds like everyone's good to go. Please, back to your places. Then I'll walk out, kind of set up the camcorder, double check that there's no lens cap.
Is not a lens cap.
Perfect. I'll double check that there is a card, tape, whatever needs to be in there is in there.
In there and accounted for.
Check. Make a quick head count. My whole cast is here.
Yes.
Okay. Craft Services is not here. I am upset about that, but we will deal with that later.
Exactly.
And excellent. Okay, everyone.
The computer is set up on the screen. It does have the photos we snapped the other night with the ship number and all that good stuff.
Exactly, yes. All the ones you guys did at the dock.
Yep.
Indeed.
Then yes, places and action.
And in one beautiful swoop, this whole scene begins to unravel exactly as you guys had planned. They get into position, they aim. I need both Dimitri and Eva to go ahead and now make the attack rolls towards these individuals. I'm assuming you guys are doing these with your wonderful bare hands. So that is going to be strength or strength plus brawl.
Would we get a bonus because they're totally willing to let us attack them?
That, you know what? I will go ahead and give you guys a bonus die because they are absolutely willing. And it's also going to make the DC 1 because they're not attempting to dodge this. It's part of the movie. So as long as you get a single hit, congratulations, the targets will be taken down.
Oh, thank God.
It's a good thing I gave you that bonus die.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally
We'll hit on
good thing I
8.
gave you that bonus die.
Who the hell are you, and what'd you do with Dimitri?
Hey, I was in the
Yuri.
scene too much.
On the movie
I didn't
set.
realize that I was supposed to be trying to kill him. I was just like gumming on his neck for a minute, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I doing?
Gumming
Really,
on
it
his
was-
neck for a minute.
It was just Dimitri also remembering that this exact thing is what got the masquerade broke in the first place, is climbing up buildings like this.
That's why we're wearing masks.
No, but you guys go ahead and even for the monsters that you guys are, it is a brutal and bloody scene. You guys are absolutely tearing apart every bit of these individuals. I need you guys both to go ahead and roll 3 dice for me and tell me how many successes you guys get. When I say you guys, it just mean Eva and Dimitri. I apologize.
Okay.
Do we need to make them explode?
No,
No.
just how many hits you get.
1.
Beautiful.
Three.
Eva, the individual that you have carved to pieces, you took quite a bit of chunks out of the actual armor itself. It's still definitely functional, but it's definitely weathered some attacks that maybe it's not used to, obviously. There is some, you can definitely tell both of you guys now, fist like tearing through the material. It is very tough material, and definitely used to tearing through, like having some sort of resistance to it. But mostly it almost looks like it's more meant for like knives and sharp objects more than like bullets and stuff that would. But you guys did do enough damage where it's not the pristine armor set that you guys had. It now has some wear and tear to it.
Well, there goes Halloween.
But each one of them do shout, and it is very well captured. Gore galore.
Lore.
Uh, but you guys do now have the appropriate footage of these two individuals being absolutely mauled as needed.
Excellent, perfect take. Back to one more for. Oh, they're dead. Oh,
I'll silently point at the laptop, so he makes sure to get that zoomed in. And I had positioned the laptop so you can see the nightclub from the angle. So as he focuses on the laptop, it's going to show the club in the background.
and I'll do it with dramatic flair.
I
We're-
love that.
We're doing like full, like I can't even think of the word anymore. Like full, like slow zoom for dramatic effect.
Real cinematography going on.
Cinematography.
Cinematography.
Yes. No, I'm here for it. Cinematography.
All the cinnamon.
Be a cinematography.
I'll start working on getting the guy that I murked stripped.
Yeah, easy enough to do without any sort of, struggle. Weirdly enough.
Hey, Clothius, would you mind, kind of motion to the body?
No, not at all. This is what I do. One moment. And I'll go forth and start using. I need to look for the name of it here, but my ability to destroy bodies.
Okay. Make sure to look that up. Make sure there's no rouse check or anything.
I believe there is a rouse
Required.
check involved.
I would
But-
hope so, but I also don't want to assume.
I think it would be absolutely so. Ashes to Ashes is what it's called.
Yep, one rouse check.
Yep, one rouse check. It'd be busted if there was no rouse check.
I agree. I'm glad we can be on the same page about the bustedness of that ability.
Okay, before I do the next one, so the first one, I just walk over to and take a small like pen knife out of my pocket and cut across, like just from like thumb to palm, like thumb to heel, just whoop, and dribble that over the body, and the body very quickly starts to kind of collapse in on itself and just kind of turn to dust, like we would if we, saw the sun or anything like that. But before I do the next one, I'm gonna look at everybody and go, I'm very sorry for what you're about to see. And I'm gonna go find the other body and I'm going to feed very quickly.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna go back to one.
Yep. And for those of you at home, we now have a fancy new way of showing everyone at home exactly how much hunger we have. So that'll be super cool for us to be able to keep track.
And so we're done with that. We'll take the time to feed real quick. So I would think that that's not necessarily a full meal. It's just kind of a quick snack. I'm feeling rather peckish.
Indeed.
But as I'm finishing with that, I'm making very sure to like keep my cut hand away from the body that I'm currently feeding on. And when that's done, I'm gonna reach over with that hand and kind of pat him on the head or whatever's left of the head, and be like, "Thank you very much."
We would have stripped that one too. Just
Yeah, of course. Don't want any of that armor going
I figured
to
you said
his-
both.
Yeah, but then just like, "Thank you very much." And as I'm doing that, getting the blood on the body, then it starts to very quickly disappear.
Okay.
And we succeed on that one.
Very good, very good.
So back down to one hunger.
Perfect. And Dimitri, what is your hunger at 0 currently? Is that
Yes.
correct? Perfect. Nice. Just make sure the overlay is up to date. Okay, cool. So you guys have the footage, and it is Got plenty of night left.
Okay, we'll tear everything down real quick. And that did their wallets, did they have any cash or anything in them?
They did have some wallets. They did not have any sort of cash or anything on them. It looks like they were writing paycheck to paycheck and were ready for this one to come through.
Damn.
I'd almost feel bad.
Except your monstrosity doesn't let you. But yes, other than that, no really anything of interest or to note.
Okay. How do I normally reach out to the circulatory system in the past? What methodology do I have to reach them?
I would assume that you probably have a series of individuals you can call.
Okay.
Obviously, I would probably say that probably most of them are kindred or people that are very well or very high up in social ladders or anything like that to know. They've put themselves in a spot where it is dangerous for them to be removed without letting information go about this thing that you have created. But yeah, you probably have a couple of phone numbers that you would be able to call. But that does put in some worry that maybe they would know that you survived if they have any sort of connections to Indianapolis.
Yeah, Guess I could have an intermediary drop it
Yeah,
since I've got the contact info.
Yep.
So I'll find some homeless dude and tell him to call this number and give him a script of what to say. Basically, we'll drop the SD card like in a locker somewhere where they can pick it up.
Absolutely beautiful.
And just basically tell them, Second Inquisition's in town. They're aware of the next transport. We've got video footage, proof. Pick it up here. Possibly, and I'll name the name of that nightclub is compromised.
Okay. Easy enough. They do pick up the drop. They take the script, as it were, as well as the information required, and begin to head to go and make that drop for you, so that way they can know that that place might be of some issues.
Okay, phase 1. Let's maybe go watch, see if things happen. What you think?
Where do you want to watch?
Sit in the car, block down the road, see if people start leaving. If a truck rolls up and starts loading up bodies, that kind of thing. It's like a stakeout.
I got that. I'm down.
I've always wanted to do one of those.
Then I would not.
Sure.
Yes, would we not suggest from here? Is there not a view from here? Am I in the wrong building again?
No, we don't want to be in that building because that's where footage comes from.
Oh, right.
We don't want to be standing there being like, hey, look, we can see everything.
What if we were 2 rooms over? Slightly different angle.
And, I just like being in the car, so if we need to get out of there quick, we can.
Correct. Should I call Charles?
I mean, you don't have to.
I'll keep my phone handy.
Okay, how do we take care of his home? This is next step. If business shuts down, he's going to spend a lot of time at home. How do we get there? How do we get him inside his house?
Pizza delivery.
I don't think he orders
We could-
pizza.
Pizza delivery person. Snack. I don't know.
I did have a friend at one point that was his preferred hunting method. He would feel a bit peckish and order a pizza and dine upon the delivery boy.
Jane, did you have idea?
The only thing I could think of is maybe staging a break-in. Maybe he'd be protective of his stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's up there. Lucas, what's up there? You were the only one who's gone in there.
Kind of stuff you'd expect to be up there. It was a fancy place.
Anything that he would really care about.
Anything that might look better in a mortuary.
Yeah, that.
I feel like your style clashed a little, but maybe.
He must not have any.
There were a definite lack of capes and cloaks, from what I could tell.
And as a reminder, because I know it's been a couple of weeks since we last played and this investigation took place, you got to the more or less the front door of his penthouse room. You didn't actually get inside of it, but you did take the elevator up and walked into like the where the doorway would have been for this entrance of his penthouse. But you did not see any sort of cameras or anything.
Good point. There could have been a cape collection in there. Thank you for correcting me, Bruce.
I got you. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't out of the realm of possibilities.
I think there's a lot of very rare capes.
Sounds more like it.
If this guy is as old as we think he is, we probably don't want to try to take him on even ground. You know what they say?
How old are we thinking?
Well, his sire is at least, 500 years old? I mean, his child is at least, 500 years old? 400 to 500 years old?
Would this be considered in the antediluvian kind of era?
Oh, I don't think he goes that far back.
Okay.
Look, if this was antediluvian, I'd be like, if I kill this motherfucker, I'm going to own the Bruja, not just be a member, bitch. Which I got this close.
I thought he was.
Then I'll stop myself.
Clan of Kings? No, why Bruja?
What? Huh?
Hmm?
Who's talking?
Your number of indie drops is raising by the episode.
Anyways, so
assuming we come up with a clever way to get in there and get him there, then what?
Yes, this is what I'm asking.
I'm asking you. I mean, that's that.
I mean, my
running
first
around.
thought is we get him into elevator, then we drop elevator. He fall all the way from top to bottom. If he's still alive, we kill him in elevator. He's pretty banged up. Chances are, But then again,
Do you have elevator engineering skills? I mean, is that a
I know
you
how to
thing,
make
Yuri?
bomb.
Oh, so we're planning on creating a full explosion.
Oh no, you don't need small cable, guys. Come on, we put one charge on brakes, one charge on cable, detonate, bing bang boom, elevator fall.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of thing in a movie before. I've never done it.
Well, I've got some really high grade plastic explosives. We're not going to need much.
Did you actually go?
Do I want to know?
Bus station locker or wherever the hell it was.
Yeah, we took the explosions, but I took the guns, the explosives, all the good shit.
Good. If Michael knew, he'd be so happy.
I had my boys clear the place out.
Parker would be disappointed you're planning a high stakes explosion in a very fancy restaurant, very fancy hotel to try to,
Boys,
very
we've been
Dimitri
made.
move.
We've been made. Grab the bombs.
Damn right. Forget the family photos. Get the bombs.
Only the important things. Dogs, cats, they stay. The bombs, they get in the car.
Gotta have them bombs. No, we use a little bit. We do some tests, We don't want it to be
I'm
big
just making clear
explosion.
I have neither engineering skill nor bomb making skill. So if you're wondering how that's going to happen, it's not me.
Okay, like you really need to
I
step
don't
up
think
your
you really need
usefulness, bro.
skills.
Okay, you can hold the clipboard
That I can do.
while we work on elevator. Elevator is out of service.
I'm sure I could talk us into the elevator shaft.
Most definitely. But this is idea. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's just thing that occur. If we can get him in elevator, blow up elevator, send elevator hurtling to the bottom, chances are he's not going to be in very good shape. And then we kill him with guns, not with, biteys.
Not with
The-
BTs.
What kind of gun do you have that's going to kill a kindred that old?
I'll take one of the magazines that actually has a bullet in it and toss it over to him. That's a white phosphorus. Burns at about 3,000 degrees.
My good
Leaves a
lord.
very big hole in people like us.
Why do you have these?
It's a long story.
He's from Russia.
Yes, I am from Russia.
That
Oh.
explains everything.
Of course, they have white phosphorus there.
Yeah.
How do you think they
He's been
keep
traveling
warm?
around with them forever, I think.
But we unload on him with these. There's nothing left much to talk about. And you shoot a gun at least?
Sure. Do you believe
Full
me?
confident.
That's just to be clear.
Maybe put a little more confidence on that statement.
Absolutely, I can shoot a gun. What do I look like?
There we go. Sure. Wasn't
I
really
can
selling.
roll 8 dice to convince you I can shoot a gun.
Can you shoot a gun? I've been known to not shoot guns.
What?
Okay, other ideas. Come on, let's. We're workshopping here.
Perhaps we could get someone on the inside to just open his curtains in the middle of the day while he's asleep.
I mean,
Charles could do that.
What's that?
Charles could do that.
I could find a way to get him on the payroll, but I'd rather not risk him. He's very helpful.
And I mean, is Charles immune to like getting the zappy zap on him, where like you can look him in the eyes and be like, "Confess your deepest, darkest sins," and he's like, "Oh, my boss told me to come here and kill you while you sleep."
I've never pressed him that hard. I'm not sure. But he's a very strong-willed individual, so I believe he has the abilities too.
He doesn't strike me as strong-willed. I'm just saying.
You haven't seen him on Taco Tuesday. Yes, we celebrate and observe. Yes, think about that.
Don't even know what to say to this.
You know what? Honestly, I was unsure as well. Until he became very persistent that Tuesday meant carne asada, goddammit.
You partake in carne asada?
No, but he does, and keeping him happy keeps me happy.
Understood.
Happy ghoul, happy life.
And 100% voice of God.
So, other ideas? What are we talking here?
Murder's not really my strong suit.
You watch
Is there
TV?
somebody? Are there allies to be made here? Folks that might help.
The only problem is we are not known to be a culture that really honors, that. We look for ways to get one over to elevate our own station, yes? So the more people we involve, the more there's a chance they may see opportunity to get ahead by stepping on us.
there's a reason I don't play this game.
It's okay. I understand. It's not a good game to play, but I'm saying we're in rock and hard place. We have to do this.
No, it's completely spitballing here, but is there a means of, I don't know, poisoning him?
I don't know. Can we be poisoned?
Never tried.
You know any practitioners of the blood magic that we could talk to? You know, pick brain. We don't have to mention who we're trying to poison.
That's very fair. Right off the bat, no names come to mind. However, I could ask around. Maybe Lucas, you could ask around.
Yeah, no, I know lots of people. I don't know that any of them are creepy blood magic murderers, but you never know.
Why you got to make it sound so dark, bro?
That's I mean, we just murdered a couple people, and now we're talking about dropping an elevator and
Like,
you know
bro, you have
killing a
problems
dude.
doing this kind of stuff?
I mean, it's not like super cool.
I mean, this is kind of what we do. I mean, we eat people.
I mean, only a little,
Maybe
generally.
you only a little. I eat a lot of motherfuckers.
I mean, that's your business.
So, maybe we reach out and, we'll see where this goes. I like this poison idea. Could be, maybe it could work.
I figure if we poison whoever he's about to eat or feast upon, then maybe the contagion will carry through the blood and make him sick and easier to ascertain.
I like this.
Do we feel like he has a lot of bodyguards around?
I mean,
I-
Anybody to protect him?
I would assume he's got protection.
I didn't see anybody in the hotel. I mean, there was a person at the desk, um, and certainly there could be people inside his penthouse, but I didn't see any evidence of bodyguards. Did I, Bruce?
No, you did see a door person, who was very kind enough to let you in. Obviously, thanks to your disciplines. Uh, but yeah,
That's just normal for me.
exactly. But no, otherwise you did not see any sort of security in that capacity. You did see there were cameras and stuff of that nature, and there was a security room, um, but nothing either on his floor that was impeding you from gaining access to that floor.
So, it occurs to me, Yuri, and this, full disclosure, I mean, this is based on movies, right? So I don't know what I'm talking about. But if he's home, his car will be in the garage. If you've got bombs, maybe just the car?
And then we
Good
place a
idea.
call saying that his home is compromised. So he's going to run out to the car, and then you're out there with a cell phone, and you hit the button, and kabloom.
That is sort of how it
Unless he
works
has a
in the movies,
driver.
yeah.
My only thought there is I worry about the warning we were told about the police. I like bomb idea, but we'll attract lots of attention. That's why I thought if we blow small explosion to drop elevator,
And
this.
then finish him off with white phosphorus rounds in
I
the
mean, if
lobby?
if he's not dead, I'm saying, I'm hoping he'll be dead, and we don't have to do nothing.
You've seen the Terminator, right? He's not going to be dead. He's going to be pissed.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty, not quite as high speed as impact as this probably will be because it's falling a lot of ways. And some pretty, it gets messy. Is all I'm saying.
Did y'all
Do
hear
we
about
think
what happened?
somebody? Go ahead.
Did you hear what happened in Indianapolis with the kindred that was struck by a car.
No.
That seemed to work very well. So perhaps we just
Wait,
wait for him to be out and about and strike him very
it got
quickly
killed
with a
by
car.
getting a car.
He's like, he was going very quickly, and I believe that's what this whole Prince Hullabaloo is about.
How fast do you have to go?
I heard it was 200 miles per hour.
That's a total exaggeration.
What seems to be the better killing speed for a kindred?
I'm just saying most domestic vehicles don't even exceed 110 miles per hour. And I mean, I'm assuming it was a big vehicle like, a van or something. Or an SUV.
I'm still trying to put together whether or not these are the dudes from Indy. So I'm going to insight check the shit out of this.
Max, that thing was doing like 123 miles an hour.
It's very specific math.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm absolutely insight checking the fuck out of this.
Wits plus insight, please.
I mean, all the pieces, right? Like, Second Inquisition was an Indy. There's, white phosphorus rounds. Keeps name dropping Eva.
Yeah. So 3 successes.
I mean, you definitely get the understanding and hint that they know about, or at least Dimitri is aware of the prince being slain in Indianapolis by a vehicle.
I figure that's probably something that, gets passed around like word of mouth wise.
Right. I mean, it's not too outrageous that another kindred knows about a prince being slaughtered. Even if it's out of state. It's still a pretty decent deal when a prince bites the dust.
All right.
Mighty suspicious, though.
Mighty suspicious.
It's the
We got these two
123
people
miles per
clearly
hour
running
that-
for something.
Yeah, it's the 123 miles per hour that really,
It really,
that really
sort of tease
sticks
it off,
out.
but
yeah.
take that with how you want. But they definitely are fully aware of it, and there is no hiding that.
Look, man, I'm still learning how to lie. I'm not very good at it.
We had people for that, sort of.
Kind of.
Look, man, the people that used to lie for me aren't here anymore.
Yeah, the people that used to spin my bullshit, they're not around right now, so I'm on my own,
It's not pretty.
and I am terrible at it, so...
Right, though.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Okay, I'm assuming we've been sitting in the car kind of watching the club since we're on stakeout mode.
Right, for sure.
Has anything happened? Looks like there's any movement or activity of note?
You guys have probably been there for maybe about 10, 15 minutes, and it is about a 30, 45-minute drive from where you guys were located to where you guys are at currently. So you guys, after spending about 15-ish minutes there, begin to see a couple of bouncer-type looking individuals, very well dressed, not like one that you would go out to a club, but very well dressed individuals sort of walk out and take the and sort of close the queue and tells everyone, you could see sort of waving your hands, and people begin to like throw their hands up in the air and begin to walk away as the queue has been closed for them. You don't see people coming out of the building, but it just looks like they are no longer taking in any additional customers at this point.
Gotcha.
While we're in stakeout mode,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead. Here's my rouse check. Hey, succeeded again. That dude was lucky for me, not him.
Too soon?
I'm just gonna reach down towards my feet and get another like scoop of shadows,
Yep.
and we're gonna shadow servant. I'm just gonna be like, you're going to go into the club and look around, and anything that seems off, you let me know. And then I'll kind of roll the window down just a little bit. So really, I'm looking for if the guy starts to leave. I'll reword that. If what's the name of the guy? Who is it that we're looking for again? I'm terrible at names.
Let me get my notebook.
Yes. I don't write. It's bad for your fingers.
Okay. B. Underwood.
Right. So shadows, change of plans. You're going to go into the. You have to go in there, and you're looking for one B. Underwood. If he leaves, you let me know. Good luck. Don't let me down. If you let me down, I'll be pissed.
Indeed, the shadow disappears as it climbs out of the window and begins to attach itself to the shadows that creep and crawl on the outside.
Give me flashbacks to the car.
Exactly.
Oh, that's all that I have at the moment. If it's
Well,
not,
I
just,
mean,
if
you
it's
know,
not destroying a bot,
stakeouts, they're usually boring.
It does not take very long before your shadow returns to you, Claudius.
what did you find?
You do see that he moved into a sort of like an inner sanctum that sort of separates. It sort of goes into a couple of different shells as the main entrance goes into what it looks like a very public uh, place, so play very public bar. It's very nice, very good looking. But then it goes into like this next layer where it is very, very obvious a kindred hangout. You see a bunch of different people um, sitting in chairs in these little glass rooms that are sort of like putting on a show before they eventually all the lights inside one of the glass boxes turns off. And then you see Mr. Underwood begin to head into a sort of a third layer, an inner sanctum, if you will, where it is him and about four other rather burly looking individuals.
It seems that he's taken his King's Guard and retreated to the third wall of Minas Tirith. Nobody? None of you have
Sure.
seen Lord of the Rings?
What is this?
There appears to be two layers beyond that we see within the club. The public, the kindred, and then his. Once word got to him, it looks like he disappeared further back into the club.
And he has like other kindred with him, or
At least two or three other big-looking gentlemen, could be kindred, could be mortal.
gotcha.
I would think if they know of that room, potentially mortal. Perhaps Gould?
Okay, well, I don't necessarily know if anything's really gonna change around here, so at least we know word has gotten back. We've closed down the club at least for tonight.
Hid him in the wallet.
So we can go somewhere else if you would like and do something else. This is probably not going to result in much right now.
So entirely up to you. By this now.
Agreed, Claudius, agreed. Uh,
Could have said it better.
What happened?
you went a little robotic right when you were making a
Oh.
comment.
Well, fine.
Say it again,
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Cool.
please.
Okay. You any further stakeout you would like to do, or was there anything else you guys had planned and would like to move on to?
I didn't have anything else planned because I honestly expected the rooftop to be a shit show.
Well,
The
that's-
fact that it went so smoothly terrifies me.
Understandably so.
What do you mean?
But maybe sometimes a plan comes together. Fingers
Maybe.
crossed. God willing.
All right. A few moments go by, and you guys begin to see the front doors open up, and roughly about 20 to 25 individuals step out into the cold.
Do they look agitated,
Very much so.
pissed off? I gotcha. Good. I'll so if people come down this way, I'll get out of the car real quick and just start act like I'm walking towards the club. Be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Guy who owns the Red Salon seems to have decided to close down early for tonight, I suppose.
Cockroaches or something?
Said he made enough money for the evening. He didn't need our place anymore.
Okay. I'll turn around and go back to the car. Yeah, looks like he's shutting down for the night.
Did they say
Maybe-
why?
He said the guy said made enough money. Don't need to entertain anyone anymore, basically.
Well, we all know that's all BS, but what are we gonna do
Maybe
about it?
maybe we should swing by the docks and see what's happening over there. That might be telling as well.
Possibly. Do
I guess
we?
we'll,
No, let's not.
Go ahead. No?
No, just was gonna suggest a split, but I'm saying no because in my case it always goes poorly.
Darn you,
But it's so much
Hannah.
fun, though.
Eva
I
is
guess-
saying
I mean,
it
we
goes
could cover more
poorly.
ground.
Yeah.
We'll head over to the docks where we, were the last time just to see if it's a bevy of activity. I'm hoping.
As you guys get to the same area where you guys had parked the last time when you guys head over to the docks, you can absolutely tell there is a uptick in security. Where there's more people patrolling. There's actually two people, one person side of the guard station and one person sort of on the other side. That's sort of watching. And something you guys do recognize or realize very quickly is they have new cameras that have been installed. So this tells you that they would have been probably due to the last time either something happened or the last time you were here they put precautions in.
Did we have a kind of a mooring slot where the boat that was going to come in was supposed to be?
Yes, thanks to all that paperwork that you guys had picked up. You guys are, according to the paperwork, about it should be arriving tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And so, and it's very obvious. It's one of the few spots that are really open in the port currently, where it's a size a ship that size would fit. So it's very obvious where it's going to be located, and you have the time. You just gotta wait. It's set to arrive around 10 a.m.
Well, yes, we probably need to have your little man come down here and sit and see if the boat arrive or not.
Hmm. I'm certain that we can make something happen with that.
Good.
No.
It will. Yes.
Just had a thought. Let's say perhaps with all this information that we have, we could... No, never mind. That's suicide. Forget I brought anything up. I'm sorry.
No.
Now,
There are
now
no
I'm
stupid ideas. You have to say it.
This is absolutely belligerent. I was going to say, what if we turn this information that we had over to the authorities?
Eh, I think the information in the state it is now is useless to them. It makes sense to the people who know what it is. But I think to police, it doesn't necessarily tell same story.
That's very fair. The last thing I wanted to do was get more of the second Inquisition assholes back in my town. So
This is fair.
that's why I tried to back out of saying it, but you made me say it.
Is there do you guys have like neighborhood telephone, like somebody who you can tell rumor to and it will pick up steam like crazy?
I believe I do. Lucas, you gossipy bitch.
definitely have the line on. Yeah,
Okay,
I can start a rumor.
why don't you get the rumor going that the Second Inquisition is coming strong, in force? Really get scary. Um, Let that start seeping around.
Yeah, okay, I can do that.
And see if you can find that the blood sorcerer while you're at it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll try.
Do we like need to drop you off at the Indy's or something? I don't know how this works.
Yeah. Drop me off. I'll give you the address.
Okay.
So should we need the mortuary is always available.
Well, I appreciate that. I got to spread the rumor around and ask around, see what I can find. And I owe somebody some money from a card, so car damage.
I'll pull out a wad of cash. Just kind of chuck it back to him. Take care of this. We don't need this problem.
That's handy. Thanks. I guess.
I would
There's
like
no
my
problem.
change. Force
Did
of
you pay
habit,
for
I'm sorry.
something?
No, force of habit.
Oh. Are you talking to him? It's not even your money, bro.
I'm sorry. I figured money's flying around. Just take your chance. Shoot your shot.
Whatever, man.
Yuri, let me hold $1.
Peel off 100. to him.
Ah, yes. You wish
I
you
will
had as
definitely
much
pass
money as
back
I do.
any extra money. Right? I do not want to have a big lot of cash on me.
Indeed.
Okay, we'll drop Lucas at the address he gives us.
Okay, and Lucas, what is this location that you are being dropped off at?
I'm assuming it's a few blocks from some of the Thin Bloods I know.
Indeed. All right, you have arrived at said location.
So I will, go in and just kind of be cool about it for a while, hang out with them like I do it, and then, you know, try to smoothly bring up into conversation that I've heard the Second Inquisition is around, and that make sure we're being careful and spread the word to people that we know that they should be careful too.
Um, definitely gets the conversation going, and definitely brings some worry down overall towards most people that are in there. But they begin to go ahead and spread the word.
And then I will, again, try to be smooth about it. Later in conversation, ask if anybody's heard anything about uh, poison or anything. If like kindred, uh, like if there's a thin blood alchemist that knows how to do any kind of poison for kindred, or if they've heard anything about a blood sorcerer around.
Let me take a look.
Maybe one that's got a street name of Hailstorm or something.
It's a super dumb name, I'm going to be honest.
What a dumb name. What a dumb name for an idiot.
He's not the brightest.
What a dumb name for an idiot dummy. I can't think of any more ways to put that sentence together.
What an idiot name for a dummy. I don't know. You're
What
right.
an idiot name for a dumb idiot dummy. Idiot.
Wow.
Fucking got you, dog.
Wow.
Stay absolutely roasted.
What's the storyteller?
Yeah. Seems really good.
Absolutely, it does. What happens? You kill Claudius and make him a martyr? I'm so in.
No, I'd have bigger plans, don't worry.
Also, I like the idea of Lucas just casually asking about like somebody who knows like blood magic or alchemy in a way to poison kindred. You're like, hypothetically, like, I'm just curious.
Be honest, Lucas is so far out of his depth right now. Like, this kindred survives by basically just vibing and not pissing people off. He doesn't kill people. He doesn't pick sides. He most certainly doesn't blow up people. And he's got two freaking kindred terrorists ordering him around, trying to get him to kill somebody who's at least 500 years old.
At least.
Easy.
I mean, full on kindred terrorists, which Lucas is now aware of.
What do you mean? Seems super easy.
And we took this as like a pro bono gig.
We did. We took it as a pro bono
So
gig.
did we.
And- Well, you are running for your lives. That makes sense.
You guys did get a
We
boon
are
out
going to
of
get
this.
sucked
Do
into your
agree.
shenanigans.
You guys got a boon
True.
out of it. You guys got
We
paid.
did.
No, you
That's
will. You have not yet. I just want to make that very, very clear.
Yes, no, I understand. We have not been paid yet. I'm increasingly worried that I'm not going to live to cash that paycheck.
Oh, that's definitely possible.
You don't know it. But help is just a phone call away.
I love that. As a couple of Thin Bloods begin to have sort of conversations about different methods that people have rumored of using. There's a couple of, possibly some stronger Thin Bloods that might be able to make some sort of formula that might be able to do some harm in that sort of capacity. But there's a very few amount of individuals that know of him, and very few, like even fewer, who have access to reach out to this individual. But you get the sense that it's mostly, it almost sounds like a rumor more than people that actively know him by the way they're talking. If that makes sense, Lucas.
Yeah, so it's not somebody that's that I know,
Yeah, not
or
someone
even
that
know
they
somebody
know.
that knows them.
Exactly. But it seems from the people that you're talking to, definitely seems more of, oh, this is a rumor of something that can happen, of this one person that has the power to do so.
Okay. From what they've told me so far, do I have the first clue how to go about tracking this dude down? Or is it going to be, I've got to ask some more questions and get some more fingers pointed in our direction?
Yeah, you're definitely have to spend a little bit more time on trying to actively figure out, one, if this is a rumor, or two, these people actually have a connection with them. So definitely gonna take some more time at least. Still, with these group, you can sort of be, as you spend more time with them, begin to figure out whether or not these are more of rumors or more people who actually know what they're talking about. Uh, so we can keep having you gel with these group of individuals as the night goes on, and we'll see where it leads you.
Yeah, well, I'll go with it.
While the conversations are taking place, is the rest of the group liking to do anything in particular?
I think at the moment, Claudius doesn't know how else to be helpful. I think because he's nosy. Let's do another rouse check here. Damn. I am gonna send a shadow servant with Lucas, kind of just to keep eyes and to let me know if anything starts going sideways.
Beauty and full.
Do I know that your shadow is with me?
Yeah, I don't want to cause any more issues than
That's a first.
And do I know how your shadows work? Like, if I talk to your shadow, is it going to bring back a message to you that only you are going to hear?
Not instantly, but it will eventually. Like when its job is done, it'll come back and tell me like what happened. Because pretty much I'm sending it with the instruction of like, watch Lucas. Let me know if something crazy happens. If not, summarize the evening.
Well, definitely once I'm away and not around other people, I will for sure tell Claudius's shadow that these two are the two from Indy, and we need to be really careful.
Indeed.
Now I'm more intrigued than anything. What's the line? First you had my attention, now you have my curiosity.
I think so.
Oh,
Bye, Hannah.
I-
She's like,
Hannah
that's
doesn't
not
like-
the line.
Got really mad.
She's like, that's not the line.
Yeah, Hannah just doesn't like Django.
Chat, one moment while we get ahead and get everything repaired. Um, is there anything that you would like to do, Dimitri, in this time besides waiting?
I think I would, if we go back to the mortuary, I'll just review the plans, just trying to see if the elevator option is a viable option.
Beautiful.
Kind of looking for access points, what would be necessary. Hopefully it's got a vendor listed. That way we could pull more information about the model.
Yes, it does. It has all of that very good information that you were requiring.
You don't have like 24-hour library here, do you?
I may perhaps have a library we could use.
Cool.
And I'm referring back to the library in my haven.
Yeah.
Oh.
What how many dots do you have in your do you have any dots in the library?
I do. I have 1 dot in library
Beautiful.
because it's a 1 dot thing. I guess I could take multiple levels of it, right?
Yeah, you could.
I just have the 1.
Um Warren, did Carter have a 1 dot library as well?
Carter did originally have a 1 dot library. I think it got moved into the 1 dot that we had in our haven. Yeah.
Okay. It's not a very large or extreme library, but nonetheless, you do have a collection of books that you are able to look through, Dimitri, or Yuri, as it were.
I mean, do we roll to see if he's got a book on the topic, or?
Yeah. So, what's exactly is the topic you are looking for?
I'm trying to
Specifically?
find if there's like a kind of like details about different elevators. Mostly I'm looking to see how many breaks there are, fail safes, security, stuff like that. I know
Yep.
it's highly specialized.
It
Oof.
is extremely highly specialized. Um, you could go ahead and roll. I'll allow you to roll the library, 1 dot in library, plus let us roll. Sorry, I'm taking a look at here at some stuff. Go ahead and roll the 1 dot for library, and then we can go ahead and look up academics or technology.
And would I be able to roll this as well, just trying to help out?
Yes. And to collectively, you guys are looking for 4 successes because it's such a niche thing that would be in a mortuary that it'd be very, very wild if it came across.
Would I be able to use my specialization in research?
Sure. Freaking nerds.
I got no success.
Okay.
We're so jealous right now.
Up to,
Carter's
up
like,
to you,
where?
bro.
Carter's like, where has this group been in my life?
Dimitri never once asked me for a library.
Oh no.
And you know what? Can I surge on this?
I will allow a surge.
Hey. That adds 2, correct?
Yeah, I believe so because I believe you are low enough on blood potency that it would add that.
Damn.
Would you like to willpower to see if you can crit?
If I crit, that's not gonna mess me up at all, right? I don't
Correct.
think so. Yeah, we'll try it. We're doing 1. Be cool, please. Damn, we're 1 off.
Let me. I'll do a wisdom reroll on mine.
Willpower reroll.
Sorry, willpower.
It's like, I don't know what a wisdom reroll is, but I like it.
Shut up! Nope, still didn't get it.
I will allow you to win at a cost.
What's the cost?
I think you usually don't know
For-
until you agree.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Because I'm down for the cause, I'm in.
You succeed. And for the foreseeable future, you do not have access to your library. You have 0 dots in library. As Yuri goes through and just tears through your library and finds the one book that you guys needed for that was some reason collected upon by you for elevator shafts.
It was a
Bro,
fake.
why were you using this to prop up bookshelf?
It's about elevators. Elevators go up and down, so this keeps something structurally sound.
Sorry about your books, bro.
Most of them were reprints anyway. They're replaceable.
This is why Dimitri never asked Carter for a library.
This is why Carter's like, I'll go, you stay here.
No, I go, you stay, no following.
I'll take that out and start kind of reading through it. Oh, such luxurious data. I have like little reading glasses on.
I'll help you pronounce the big words that you don't know.
That's so kind of you.
Yes, that one's elevator shaft.
Ooh. Yikes. Okay. You get a very good understanding of the inner workings of the elevator shaft and the cart itself, any brakes and pulleys, the systems that would go, and what would need to be damaged to help fulfill your plan of demolition.
Okay. And based on that, it seems feasible to drop the elevator without blowing the building to smithereens.
Yeah, it's realistically, you probably wouldn't even need to like actively use any explosives. If you wanted to, it would take some engineering and tinkering with that. But it is in theory possible to use without explosives. Obviously, explosives are going to be a lot easier, but they will make some noise. But there is possibilities now that you've sort of read through it that you can see that someone who may have that sort of skill set might be able to make something work.
Now that I think about it, I believe that book might have actually been Charles from college.
Charles was elevator repairman?
He was doing an engineering assignment.
Charles is engineer.
At one point in his life, yes, but that was many lifetimes ago.
Oh, this is excellent.
Not sure what
Maybe-
he remembers.
Maybe we don't need to blow things up after all.
As a sort of what you guys would need to roll, it would actually probably be Dex plus larceny would be the
Oh,
roll
nice.
for it for the sabotaging. But I would also allow technology if you guys would like to do that. Dex plus technology is another option.
Damn.
Well, I know that Eva's got some fast hands, so
Also true facts.
You may be able to help.
pretty confident.
I love it. All right.
While they were looking at all the elevator stuff, could I have gone through all the paperwork or pictures or whatever we got to see if was it B Underwood,
Mm-hmm.
the guy they were going after, and see if his name is on any of the papers or his and somebody else's.
As you're sort of looking through um, all of the paperwork, um, you're looking, you don't see any sort of anything to do with Underwood on it. You do see there are multiple names that have signed signed things over and approved by customs, um, and all of that. But as far as Underwood's name, is not anywhere on these documents. The only where name there
Is
his
there
name
any?
sort of pops up is the inside of the um, Manila folder that you guys would have had, giving you your assignment.
Okay. Is there any name that is recurring in any of the paperwork that would stick out?
Go ahead and roll Wits and Awareness, DC 2.
I'm gonna willpower.
Okay.
All right, got 2.
Got 2? Perfect.
Yes.
There is a couple of names that sort of recur over and over and over and over again. And do you see that it seems to be initial last name? But that combination is... One moment, please. A. Dot Semenov.
Sorry, just punch my mic. Okay. Once I see Dimitri again, am I in the same room? Am I?
Yeah, you are in the same room as Dimitri and Claudia says they are just the two of them are looking through the library. Dimitri's tearing apart bookshelves, and you're able to definitely see them.
Okay. And then next to this A Simenoff, is it anything particular that they're in charge of?
Um, they seem to be having a lot of more or less the sender of this package.
Okay. I don't know, or Yuri, whatever your name is. I lose track after all these different names because of our show, and I don't know, I travel too much. Anyway, so why are you humming over there, Claudius?
What I'm reading is interesting. Pay me no
Yes.
mind.
Sounds good. If you have any thoughts, just throw them out there. I'm seeing this A. Simenoff name come up a lot. Kind of just seems to be the sender, or I don't know, knows a lot about this. Do you think somehow we could roll this person in? Maybe they're getting underpaid. Maybe we could help them get paid a little bit better and also help us complete this job.
Let me make phone call. What name again?
Who are you making a phone call to?
What was name of person again?
No, I asked you a question.
I ask you first.
Okay, I'll tell you as long as you tell me who you're calling.
I need to know name.
That was not agreeing.
What was name? And I tell you who I call if name is what I think is.
Thank you. All right, the name was A. Siminoff.
Yes, I'm
A.
calling
Dot
Andre.
Siminoff.
Yes, I call Andre.
What?
This is Andre Semenov. He's like
Okay.
kind of like brother, but like brother you hate, you know? We do things in Moscow together.
All right.
Hope he has not changed number.
I hope so too.
Claudius, you have landline phone, yes?
Yes, and I'll take you
Wait.
back to the office.
You're okay with long distance, right?
We're going to be.
Long distance.
Is
Wait.
good?
How long is the distance?
Depends on
Doesn't
which
matter.
direction you start going. It's different if go east versus west.
Very well.
I'll pick the phone up and dial the last number I had for Andre.
In Russian. Hello.
And back in Russian. Andre, is you?
Yep. What could you
You
want?
know who is?
Unfortunately.
Hey, I have news, friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know shipments coming into Boston.
Was, yes.
Interpol, FBI, all over.
We're
No
aware.
more ship to Boston.
Yes, it's already been moved to a different location.
Perfect. I just want to let you know, friend of mine get me in loop here. He say, hey, and you might want to not sign things with your name anymore. Chances are they've got documentation with your name on it.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up. Is this anything else?
Yeah, you should probably like leave and don't use this number anymore.
Oh, okay.
Just to be safe.
Yeah. That seems good. Mid good. The phone line goes off. It just is a busy tone.
I'll hang up. Good news, they've already rerouted shipments.
How is that good news?
We don't want shipment coming here. If shipment come here, Red Salon continue to make money. If shipments go to New York, whoever is connection in New York make money. So we hurt him, we shut down his business. The circulatory system operates primarily out of the port of Boston, but it has now been relocated.
Right, but now that the shipment is going somewhere else and we're potentially hurting this guy's business, gonna go into hiding again. We're gonna have to find him all over again.
My hope is he goes into hiding in his penthouse. Fingers crossed.
That was the hope the first time, and that hasn't happened yet.
Well,
I don't even know if he lives there.
we don't know if he wasn't partying at club, having good time, or bringing together the people that how the hell did this happen? Have one of those kind of meetings. Very upset. Ah, banging fists on tables,
Yeah,
stuff
that,
like
that was
this.
that was very intimidating. Well, hopefully it's that he's upset and I don't know.
Well, he's probably also
We'll see.
arguing that they're overreacting and that everything's fine, that he has no information about he's probably trying to placate these people to get them to bring business back. But mortals are thinking is FBI, is Interpol looking for human trafficking. So they're more skittish. They don't, they want to stay as far away from police as possible. Especially this guy.
Well, do you think he already knows that it's rerouted, or do you think?
Oh, I'm sure he's been told. I'm sure he's not happy. I mean,
Well,
I
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that if he's not happy, good.
yes. Claudius, do you have friends? This is no insult. I mean, you're just kind of like weirdo. So I don't know if you like hang out, kick it with the boys.
I could see Claudius hanging out.
Oh, I'm quite natural at the parties. Everybody's always dying to hear Claudius's outrageous stories.
So is that a yes? You have friends?
I have a few.
Um, can you maybe like, are any of them in the Camarilla?
I would say they're probably about 50-50.
Could you maybe like call and ask like if there's like they've heard any rumors, like something's happening on the streets?
I could try. No guarantees.
I'm just saying, I mean, if maybe word's out there that shit's going down, maybe we
Oh,
can
quite right, yes.
get some information, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Then perhaps, let me see
Roughly
what I
about
can
this
do.
time, you hear the desk that Charles works at. The phone begins to ring.
Dear Charles,
I'm on it. And you
thank
hear
you.
just running. A few moments. Yeah, let me. I'm aware. One moment. He sort of knocks at your door, Claudius.
Yes.
The phone is for you.
Hmm. I'm gonna look at the other two in the room. Just, please excuse me. Big cloak swoosh, and like stalking out grievousing out the room.
Uh,
I'm gonna casually follow behind him.
of course, of course. You head to the front desk area, and you can see the phone is blinking.
Yep, I'll pick it up. I'll hit the button to like pick the line back up. You've reached Claudius.
Well, hello. I hear that you own a shop and are very good at what you do.
Depends on what it is you're asking of me. And may I ask who this is?
This is someone that I would like to go in business with on making some merchandise disappear. My friends just happened to pass away, and I would need to have a mass burial if that would be the case.
That is unfortunate to hear. My condolences.
It is what it is. It is part of the business that you and I get to
So-
dwell in.
Yes, I do. Now, please pardon my bluntness.
Mm,
So, I do happen to have an associate who you were previously on the phone with.
indeed.
He's the one that handles the day-to-day. Are we needing something more unique?
Yes, I need something of your specialty.
Oh, interesting. Yes. Then, perhaps since we have yet to do business together,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be willing to enlighten me exactly how many, where, and at what time.
I can appreciate that, and I would hope that
Strictly confidential stays between us.
I appreciate it.
I'm a professional above all.
We're looking at 15,
Hmm.
and location is, I would say, probably best here, but I don't know what you need to do your job to maximum efficiency.
Oh, I can be anywhere at any time, given that certain conditions are met.
Perfect. Do you have a personal number I could send the address to? Or do you have
Yeah.
a pen and paper, as it were?
I do happen to have a pen and paper.
Mm,
I'd prefer that. Less prying eyes that way.
of course. It's good for the hands, they say.
Hmm.
Now, this is the address if you wouldn't mind. And if, of course, you need to swing by for a consult first, we are closed for the next few days, but it should not be any sort of issue.
Excellent. Then I shall find my way.
Very good. And I will.
I do believe. 1 second. And I rustle some papers around.
Mhm.
The address he gave me, that's the Red Salon, correct?
It is the Red Salon.
Okay. So I'll rustle some papers. It does appear that I have a gap in my schedule this evening. I shall make my way that way post haste.
I look forward to seeing what you are capable of doing, Claudius. And I need you to go ahead and roll. Sorry, I'm getting it pulled up here.
This motherfucker trying to pull some shit over the phone.
Intelligence plus resolve for me, please.
Intelligence plus resolve.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Whoever the fuck is trying to mess with my ass over the phone, you suck, dog. Straight up, whoever's trying to fuck with me over the phone, your mom's a hoe. All right?
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Hot and dangerous.
That'd be funny. Claudius just goes straight street when he realizes somebody's trying to.
One's from Boston, am I right? Can I surge on this?
You sure can.
Absolutely. Oh, baby, we succeed. Intelligence plus resolve
Mm-hmm.
plus 2 is what's the DC I'm looking for?
It is going to be a contested roll. So.
Oh.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad. I am going to
Hold on.
willpower. Oh yeah, I guess.
Wait,
I was
see
just
if you
gonna-
need to.
I was just gonna try to crank that number. Because out of 7, we can do better.
Let me look and see how many successes you have.
I have 4.
He is going to willpower because he is currently at 5.
Has how many?
5. And he's going to willpower.
I'm gonna go ahead and willpower mine then. Also, damn it.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
It was a valiant effort. We tried real hard.
You did indeed try a very.
So what happens at this point? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Bullshit.
Um,
I'm stressed. I'm
They don't believe-
terrified. Every time you say I'm good, something ends up being not good.
seem fine.
Last time you said I'm good, I ended up bloodbound.
I think that was after I said you were good, though. I said you were good for now, and then you said, bet.
That's true.
All right.
Oh, Michael.
Uh,
All right, cool. They go ahead and let you know that there would be a individual to meet you once you get inside.
perfection. All right, then once I'm off the phone, it appears I have an errand to run. There's someone calling from the salon. They say they have people that are needed to be disposed of. So that sounds like they're covering their tracks. Joy. Charles,
Yes.
do you happen to remember anyone on the fancy side that we'd be able to reach out to for our guests?
In what capacity?
I'm gonna look back to I can't remember y'all's
Yuri
fake names.
and Jane?
Yuri
Yuri.
and Jane. Like, what time? I'm sorry. Y'all became quite fuzzy after the phone call. What was it that we were needing to reach out for?
I just want to know, kind of what the word on the street is.
Yes.
If people have heard things, if there's talk, what's the rumor mill saying?
Yes, quite. Is there anything being stirred upon? Any sort of musings that we should know about?
I can attempt to reach out for you.
I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Remember, we stay as neutral as we can.
Couldn't agree more. And
Anyway,
you begin to see him pull out a small black book and begin to turn pages.
God, he's diligent.
All right. Claudius, are you heading to the salon solo bolo?
I don't think it's the brightest idea. What? That's probably a me thought.
Yeah, you are.
Rude. Yeah, I'll offer. I need to head down to the salon and perform my job. Would either of you like to come with, or should this be something I do by myself?
I think maybe they're expecting you to arrive with like entourage,
It's not unheard of.
but I mean entourage that looks like us.
Probably not.
I mean, if you want me go, I'll go. It's just risky, you know. they start putting faces at locations they shouldn't be. Right now, hopefully, we're unknown quantity, so
True.
it's already risky enough with you going because they see your face. And then in the future, you're prowling around his building. Mm, He's going to take notice. Why are you here? What are you doing?
Fair.
So I think it's best if we stay here. Can you like pull one of your shadows to run get us if you need help?
That seems probably doable.
And we go and just sit a block away.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could totally do this. That way we're close if you need help.
I think I'd prefer that one.
Yeah, we can totally do this.
This is new territory for me. I've never been quite so far inside the belly of the beast, per se.
It's exhilarating, is it not?
That's a word for it. Another word would be that Claudius needs new shorts.
Don't worry, you can only undie one more time.
That's the big one, however.
Even unlife is short.
Isn't it though?
All right. The three of you begin to head towards the Red Salon while you drop them off about a block away. You head into the front door. Or I guess before you head in, is there any disciplines you would like to activate prior to heading inside, Claudius?
My shadow cloak, I believe.
Okay.
So it's free. So I get 2 dice to stealth rolls and 2 intimidation rolls versus mortals.
Sure. Do you want to actively be wearing your shadow cloak, as it were, walking in? Because it's very much visible that you have this
Yes.
power active.
That's gonna be once we're inside.
Okay.
Like we're gonna come in pretty low key.
Okay.
But then we're gonna kind of open it up a little bit and
Alright.
really put on the theatrics of making it happen. I probably don't have time now. Well, oh, that's so many bodies. That's so many. And I believe it's rouse check per body.
Yep. Sure is.
I'm
Yeah, but
gonna
you can snack in between.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna work it into my contract that I get a snack break every so often.
As you walk in, the
I
shadows.
swear to God, if they've already trained these guys, I'm gonna be pissed.
The shadows around you collect around your neck and begin to drape down your back as your shadow cloak begins to manifest as you walk in, seeing a well-dressed individual before you.
I want to make a point that this cloak, as it's going, it's almost like I don't have feet anymore. It's like tentacles of shadow, like going out and like pulling me along. It looks like.
And as you take a few steps in, you take a bow.
I just bow.
You introduce yourself as Claudius.
Am I not in control here?
You're not. It's like something, like you're subliminally just doing things that you believe you're doing of your own
What a
choice.
dick. This guy sucks, man. Whoever fucking compulsed me, your mom's a hoe.
You can go ahead and roll a wits and awareness if you would like to.
I'm gonna.
DC
Have you
is
considered
5.
playing a character that isn't mind controlled by an evil NPC?
You know what? Yeah, I've thought about it. I guess.
DC is 5, by the way, on that wits and awareness.
Oh, good lord.
Good thing I got 6 dice.
It's not terrible odds.
Need every one of them.
All right, I'm gonna surge on this one because you're just pushing me to do it.
I
God
don't
damn it.
have to.
Oh no, wait.
That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
They pretty
No, it
much
was
do
just
have.
it was the wrong color. I was looking for it to be green like it
Oh,
normally is, but
yeah.
it came up.
Blue because it's
So
super good.
because I hella did it. Also, because I'm using passive power
Mhm.
in Oblivion,
Mhm.
do I still need to make my Oblivion check?
No, because it only is whenever you do a rouse check
Oh,
on an
then I need to
Oblivion
make
power.
I need to make a couple checks for the Shadow Servant then, because those are rouse checks.
So it more or less, whenever you roll your rouse check, the only thing you're looking for is a 1 or a 10 on those rouse checks,
Oh, okay.
which you haven't
Sorry.
rolled yet.
Sorry, new discipline. Trying
You're
to
good.
remember. So that one's good.
Yep.
So wits and awareness.
Yep.
Plus wits. Plus 2. So 8 dice. Here we go. Don't you fuck me. Difficulty?
5.
That's what you said.
I sure did.
He was hoping it changed.
No, if we're
Willpower,
re-rolling that.
willpower.
Come on, you sack of shit.
You got a shot.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Brutal.
Oh,
You believe that this is exactly, that you are doing this of your own thoughts, your own rational. You rationalize it yourself that you are in control of this, that you are doing everything of your own, and that
suck.
you would be happy to do this with for no pay.
Nope, fuck this guy.
And he did offer you. But you do acknowledge that you are able to feed no matter how many times you would like to.
Straight up, this dude's mom sucks.
You're able to feed however much you would like to make sure the job is done correctly for no cost.
Straight up, I hate this guy. Oh my god.
Welcome to Adventure Businessman, and that is where we will go ahead and wrap up for tonight's session.
God, dude, I'm so tired of this shit. I swear to God.
He's just furious.
I swear to God.
If it makes you feel any better, they had to get a whole separate discipline to be able to do stuff just over voice. So
It doesn't help.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys so much for coming, hanging out. Really do appreciate it. I do want to shout out the one, the only Adventure Dice. So make sure to head over to adventuredice.ca and use code JBrews for 10% off your order. And that again only goes to everything that is not included in one of their charity sets. We want to make sure that they get all the funds they can for that charity. So make sure if you guys are interested, go ahead and use that code JBrews for 10% off. And that does go for like the dice subscriptions and stuff that they have as well, where you can get dice every month. So make sure to check them out. Also, huge shout out to Dimitri, aka Justin, for the super sick overlay where we get to see character art, we get to see clan, we get to see player and character names, and one of my favorite things, we get to see accurate hunger depicted on the live on overlay. So, Justin, thank you so much for this beautiful work of art.
It does look really good. That's awesome.
But we will see you guys next week on another episode of Indy by Night. Thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.